Pete, the peptide guy, here in the podcast lane, and we have a returning guest, Jeff Lester. How you doing, Jeff?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Great to see you again.
Thank you.
So there's a lot of things that we talked about last time of your business that we kind of figured out wasn't just a junk removal business, but it was really in depth and a caring process that you really, put your
Yep.
back into. So you mentioned remind people of Solterra Solutions again
Well,
and what you do.
Solterra Solutions, we started off as a hauling logistics, which we do a variety of services from junk removal to estate cleanouts, storage cleanouts, large item deliveries, auto transportation, and also working with seniors. And I just realized that what I was doing was more than just junk removal. Junk removal is that phone call, come pick it up right away. But I really found that my passion was really more in getting more enlightenment out of working with seniors, helping them with that transition. It's not about time and getting it done super fast. It's more like time. So some jobs could take weeks. You work baby steps. And I realized I needed to pivot from that. So during Christmas, I basically changed everything. I still do all the services, but I've changed my main service to helping seniors in that transition with their estate, whether it's downsizing or moving into an assisted living facility. I still do junk removal. I still do the auto transport, but that's not my specialty. It's not where my passion is. I really want to be Solterra to be a compassionate kind of a caring more of a business. Just give the seniors that feel and stuff that they need in that transition.
Yeah, and it sounded from the beginning, or our last conversation, I should say that you were definitely doing that was where it came from, right? It was more or less like a intimate relationship that you had.
Yeah. Well, Solterra really came from me, from being a realtor, and having my horticulture degree, just having all this. I put together Solterra Solutions, a company of solutions. You needed junk removal as a realtor, or you needed your yard made over. You need those kind of things. So I put all those things together, and then I was working with seniors, and I felt that's where the passion was leading me towards.
Gotcha.
There's more. I can help the community. It just was the right way to go.
Yeah, no, and it's just what a solid way to be, and
Yeah,
and just especially in that time of need that people have. So you did mention something you teased the last one.
I did.
So you mentioned something about a pivot. So what do we got going on?
Well, I have a company I'm getting ready to launch now. It's a brand. It's a clothing brand. And it's kind of with Solterra is working with they're both kind of a transition type thing. With Solterra, I'm working with individual with that transition to that next chapter in their life. With my clothing line, it was something that I've kind of gone through spiritually with family and faith, and just there's that one word that kind of just gives you that motivation, or that kind of that gets you through the day and everything. And I realized that with what I had going on and the stuff, that one word lifted me up. And so I came up with "Wear Your Words," where you've got that one word, like, and it reaches, if it's faith, motivation, or it's the generation now, the slang they use from bussin' to those kind of cool words from
Yeah.
drip. And but it comes to me where you can wear your word, where that one word that gets you through, and it's got that hidden message to it. So the shirt that I'm wearing now is one of my prototypes, driven, where you kind of can look, and there's a scripture on the bottom, driven by faith, led by purpose. And that's something you could turn and just kind of get that. Sometimes that one word makes you, just lifts you up for that day. That's the purpose behind that. We work with local charities, and that's another kind of avenue I wanted to. I'm so involved with kind of volunteering myself. I do a couple things where I volunteer, but I wanted to help local charities get their word out. So there'll be a section with our shop that you can get stuff from those charities as well, and help support local charities within this area in the valley.
That's great. I mean, I love the term driven, right? Because there's motivation is different, but being
Yep.
driven,
Yep.
that word is really kind of deeper
It
in a
does.
sense, right? What does that driven mean to you?
Don't give up. You're going forward. We were built and designed to go forward. And the only way is just keep what you're doing. Don't give up, and follow your heart. It's kind of but I've got multiple kind of just different words where you read them, you think about them, you put them in your head, and you hear them all the time. But now you can kind of show your emotions to yourself or to other people.
Now, if somebody wants to peruse your shop, where would we go?
Right now, Shopify.
Okay.
We have express yourself at dripandthreads.com. That's you can reach out with an email there. We have a Facebook page, Drip and Threads. We plan to launch February 1st. Um, so I'm excited about that. We've got, like I said, a great line of t-shirts and hoodies and hats and sweatshirts.
So along the way of developing these, businesses, what was your motivation for doing it? What was your drive? What was your vision?
Um, wow. I feel like I look back at it now. I everything I did, it was a caring thing. And I was really with my family's important, my kids, being close to them. So from day one when they were young, I was their coach. I was the other, coach for other kids. We were always around all their sports and events. And it just kind of that was my thing. I had a restaurant, and my staff were all the kids I used to coach. They worked for me. I enjoyed helping the community. I enjoyed seeing them grow. And the same thing with real estate and everything. I just helping families. That was working with new home buyers and stuff, but just helping people. And moving out here, I don't know. I I think I had valley fever. I think people get valley fever. It was a year in March. I had valley fever. I was home for a month. Something clicked, and I knew what my purpose was, and my purpose was bigger than me. And so I've got a lot to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no. Well, you're doing a lot. I mean, you really are putting yourself on the map there, and you're helping so many people in so many different ways. If if you could kind of sum up in, about you as a person and where you come from, you know what I mean? And I know you moved to Arizona, you were living somewhere else. What does that look like? Like, somebody watching here is like, what, that Jeff guy. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I like that.
Well, I hope that if my helping a family with that transition, and they see the comfort and that extra kind of excitement and that light in their family members, or if you're putting on that shirt and it just inspires somebody. I want people to just remember that, not necessarily me, but what that shirt can do to them, what that word does for them, or that transition at that part of their time, what that did for that family. That's what means more to me. So
Yeah. So speaking of the shirts, because I'm a big shirt person.
yeah,
So
they're not that bright.
yeah. What really got you to do the apparel part?
Um, I think I don't know. It's something my wife and I've been talking about for a while. We've had these ideas for it, and we just let's do it. We're not, it's right now is in our life. I'm more energetic. Married 33 years, and I'll tell you, it's great. And we have just kind of we're home at home. What is it? Was that empty nesters?
Yeah.
And we feel like we're young again, and we have these ideas, and we think we can help people, and that's our main thing. And so
Yeah. What was that one thing though that really pushed you for the shirts? Because that's like a big deal. Like we see people wear shirts all the time with words on them and things like that. And what was there a shirt you saw, or was there something that you saw that you were like, hey, you know what? I think I want to do that.
No, it's just more of an idea.
Oh,
I kind of with the one words where kind of just feeling and driven by different words, or with the slang that the young kids are saying. I just thought that was wow, it's kind of neat. You seen kind of just get that word out, that message with that one word. And then I started thinking, well, there's got to be a meaning behind it. And really, if that one word is really focusing on you, then the message could be hidden. It's for you to kind of look at.
right.
So
Yeah. No, yeah. So that connectivity again.
yeah,
So
yeah, it's
yeah, you're like a real connector with the emotions of others, right? And
I am
and your business from the junk removal, which AK was not junk removal. We already said that, right? It was more of an emotional kind of stepping stone for people and helping
definitely.
them through that process. And then the clothing line. I mean, you've now moved from this person who helps people in the grieving aspects of moving on from letting things go to now the motivating aspect and the clothing wear to keep moving,
Yep,
to keep going. Right. So you've really touched on two spots, which I think are just wonderful and innately what people really need.
I hope so.
Yeah.
If I only touch one or two people, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's it. Grant, I want to be able to help more and
Yeah.
kind of inspire more, but you got to start somewhere.
Absolutely. So Jeff, again, just remind everybody where they can start.
Solterra Solutions. You can find us at www.solterrasolutions48.com. Drippin' Threads. You can find us on Facebook right now, and Shopify is where you can find us.
Fantastic. Hey, Jeff, you know what? Again, pleasure the first time, even bigger pleasure this time. Keep doing that great work. Look forward to your next venture.
Thank you. Well,
And am I dripping?
it's coming. Oh, you are definitely dripping, bussing. You are all of that.
Thanks so much. Thanks, buddy.
Great. Thank you.